Hi guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to The Wandering Reader. Today I'm going to be doing a video where I reflect on the goals that I set in 2017. So in 2017 I set myself 6 goals and I'm going to go through now what those goals were and whether I met them. So goal number 1 was my Goodreads goal, and I set it in 2017 at 40 books and I ended up reading 95. Which is an enormous amount of books. At the beginning of the year, if you told me I would get anywhere near 100, I'd have been like, no, that's really silly. I think because the previous year I'd got to, I think, 48, so that's almost half what I've read in 2017. So I'm so pleased with all the reading I did. Yeah, 95 is just a crazy number of books. Goal number 2 was to read 6 classics during the year, and I've definitely ticked that one off. I read a total of 9 classics and I'm going to go through what those classics were now. So I read The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, 1984 by George Orwell, The Colour Purple by Alice Walker, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button and Six Other Stories by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and then finally A Modest Proposal by Jonathan Swift. I really enjoyed getting back into classics this year, and I'm doing, if you've watched my 2018 goals video, you'll know that I'm repeating that goal again this year, and I'm really looking forward to all of those classics that I'm going to pick up in 2018. Goal number 3 was to read 6 non-fiction books during the year, and I managed to smash this one by reading 13 non-fiction books. I think I got more into non-fiction during 2017 than I ever have done before, and it's definitely something that I'm going to continue with, hence it's on my list of goals for 2018 too. So I'm going to go through with you now what non-fiction books I picked up in 2017. So first up I read I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai. I read The Motorcycle Diaries by Che Guevara, When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi, Shakespeare by Bill Bryson, We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Lion by Saru Brealey, Into the Wild by John Krakauer, The Fact of a Body by Alexandria Mazzano Lesnevich, Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates, This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay, Notes from a Big Country by Bill Bryson, The Good Immigrant edited by Nikesh Shukla, and Another Day in the Death of America by Gary Young. Goal number 4 was to read 1 book from every continent, and this could be that the author is from that particular continent, or it could be that the book was set on that particular continent. And I said I wanted to read 1 from each of the 6 continents that I don't live on, but I'm going to include Europe in this as well, just, you know, because. So here are all of the books that I read. For Europe I read Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. For Africa I read Homegoing by Yaa Gyasi. For Asia I read Do Not Say We Have Nothing by Madeleine Tien. For Australia and Oceania I read Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. For North America I read History of Wolves by Emily Fridland. For South America I read The Motorcycle Diaries by Che Guevara. And for Antarctica I read Where'd You Go Bernadette, and this is by Maria Semple. For some of the continents there were of course lots of books that I read in there, but I just picked kind of ones that stood out to me when I was putting my list together at the time. So again, if you've watched my 2018 goals video, you'll know that I want to continue with this in 2018 and that I'm going to be kind of ticking off countries as I go. Goal number 5 was to finish rereading the Harry Potter series. So in 2016 I reread the first 2 books in the series, and then I wanted to make it a goal in 2017 to finish my reread of the series, and I didn't quite make it with this one, although I was pretty close. So I read the 3rd book, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the 4th book, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, book number 5, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and book number 6, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So I've been listening to them in the car on the way to and from work, and of course I went off on holiday I think on the 18th of December, so I stopped listening to it. So I had about 8 hours left, so I've just continued listening to it in January. I've got about 5.5 hours left of that audiobook now, so I'll finish it off in January. So I was pretty close with this goal but didn't quite make it. And goal number 6 was to reread The Hobbit and the first 2 books in the Lord of the Rings series, and then finish off that particular series. So for this particular goal, I managed to reread The Hobbit pretty early on in 2017, and then I stopped with that particular goal. I think I decided pretty early on that I wanted to listen to the other books on audio, and because I was listening to Harry Potter, I wanted to kind of finish Harry Potter off before I started on Lord of the Rings. So I made it a 2018 goal to finish that one off. So I'm going to be listening, I think, to the 3 books in the trilogy on audiobook and hopefully get through those in 2018. So overall, I'm really pleased with how I did with all of my goals in 2017. Absolutely smashed 4 of them, nearly met the 5th one, and then the 6th one didn't quite make it. But I think that's pretty good going. They were relatively kind of easy goals but had some challenging elements in there as well, and yeah, I'm really glad that I did that and how I got on in 2017. So I'd love to have a chat with you in the comments below. What kind of goals did you set for yourself in 2017 and did you meet them? Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.